Welcome back to Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valentia. You know what? I'm tired of this journey, let's go back to the Priory.
You fool.
Alright, so yeah, every time you step off of the graveyard, the zombies respawn, but that is actually going to be important as we come back over here. Some stuff appears after you do that first battle that wasn't here before, including optional conversations. Hi, Jenny.
May and Bowie seem excited to have left the Priory to travel, but to be honest, I'm more than a little afraid. I've always been the type to stay home and read rather than go on adventures. Guess I'd rather write a story about an epic quest than be on one myself. Though, I imagine being left out would feel even worse. Promise me you won't leave me behind, Celica, okay? Double promise.
Celica, I think I'm broken. Look, I know you set out on this journey with a solemn purpose and junk, and while I know that, I can't help but feel super crazy excited about it. I mean, I've barely even been off the island before, but I feel terrible for feeling this way. It seems so disrespectful, you know? Huh? You don't mind? You sure about that? Then I guess I'll take that as permission to be super excited. You should try to have some fun with this too. It'll do you good. Oh, but the whole solemn purpose thing is still top priority, obviously. But we'll be seeing new things, meeting new people. It's important to enjoy it.
Alright, so we've got two side quests here. This one, though, is more long-term. We're gonna show her the turn wheel. And as it turns out, oh no, the cogs are missing. Well, we did actually find one last time. Of course, this is officially setting up the fact that you can find cogs and repair the turn wheel. Yeah, Alm's just handling that thing poorly, just throwing it around. Probably using it as a book weight.
Just hard cut to Alm, like, bashing it with his fist, like, work, damn it, go back!
Alright, so what you're saying, Anxious Cleric, is that I have to look it up online. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh, you know, ancient artifacts always scattering bits. Anyway, here's the actual side quest. So, you know how Alm had to kill a bunch of bandits? Well, guess what? We gotta kill a bunch of zombies. I mean, that does suck.
It makes me quite languid, I'll tell you.
Alright, let's mercy kill... let's mercy kill a bunch of zombies. Alright, 20 of them, huh? Well, that's gonna take a while. Let's just cut past that.
You couldn't have given us this quest before we left.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have a head start. Oh well, anyway. Yeah, after killing 20 of them, here we go. What's the reward? Holy cheese, we'll need this later. The real reward is the fact that you do actually kinda need that experience. This is actually a really good place to just stop and grind for a bit. Cause, yeah, everybody starts low-leveled, and Celica's pretty strong at first, but even she needs a little bit of experience. In fact, she needs to get to a certain level by a certain point, or things get very difficult. But yeah, everybody could use some experience. Anyway, we're gonna skip past this battle as well, cause the zombie spawned once again. Couldn't help it. Alright, now, after they spawn yet again, let's go to Nova's Greatport. We should have just enough experience with the rest of the mages under our belt to not die at sea, I guess.
Good day, my lady. Are you thinking of leaving for Sofia, perchance? If so, I fear you may be in for some disappointment. Ships aren't sailing, or so I'm told. Too many pirates about. Still, probably best you went to the docks and asked the captain yourself.
He may smell like a tavern floor, but that Saber's a skilled sellsword. If you ever find yourself in need of steel, you could do far worse than him.
Though if that steel needs a history fit for retelling in polite company, well, he's strong, though, I'll give him that. And I suppose, passably handsome.
One of those I have no mouth and I must scream type titles.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no idea what this game is, but that title makes me want to play it.
Alright, let's just steal this fish. It's fine, we're Celica. It's for Sofia. We're gonna need this fish to save Mila, however you pronounce it. I'm Celica, don't question me.
It was the only dried fish, so I'm assuming it's just been there longer. Like, this one dried out. This isn't like salted and prepared and cured or anything, it's just a dry fish.
Oh, all these other ones are really wet. Gross. I'll just take this one. Anyway, we're gonna see a lot of cats on Celica's route. Celica always has good interactions with the cats.
Chancellor Desay has taken up the throne at Sofia Castle. The villain thinks slaying a king makes you next in line. He's a right tyrant. Sir Clive of the Order of Sophian Knights has gathered an army to run him off. But from what we hear in these parts, fighting's been hard and progress slow.
Heading out to sea, milady. Be careful out there amongst the waves. A vile man named Barth has named himself Pirate King of these waters. He sits in his island hold to the east and commits what barbarity he pleases. Just the other day, a man who'd had his whole family slain set out for revenge. Like as not, he'll meet the same fate. At least he'll be reunited with his kin.
Excuse me, but...
Ah, Lady Priestess, welcome. Something I can help you with today?
I need to book passage to Sofia Harbor.
I'm afraid that's a difficult wish to grant, even for you, Priestess. This patch of sea is teeming with pirates of late. It's just too dangerous.
Oh, that's no good.
That being said, if Milady were to do something about those pirates, well, that'd be a different matter altogether now, wouldn't it?
You want me to fight pirates?
They've grown bolder by the day, so they have. And yet, His Highness hasn't seen fit to send so much as a single man. This sees our love and livelihood. We can't live cut off from her. What's happened to Sofia? Forgive me, milady, but I can't get you across the sea so long as pirates sail it. I know I ask much of you, Priestess, but if you would lend us your strength...
What are we supposed to do now?
I can't believe that old-timer tossed his pirate problem right at our feet. Do we look like the type to fight pirates? We're delicate little blossoms.
Speak for yourself.
Regardless, the man is right. We'll not get anywhere until ships are free to sail again.
What do you propose, milady?
Let's gather what help we can find. The sea is only the start. Sofia is at war, and ravaged by terrors besides. We'll not make it very far traveling alone. We need allies. Strong ones.
Yes, and mad enough to set sail into pirate-infested waters with us. I'm sure they'll just be lining up to take the job.
Alright, so we need to leave for sea. Unfortunately, we need a little bit of extra protection. Celica's really the only one with muscle here. The rest are just squishy wizards, and even then, Celica's strength mostly comes from the fact that she can, she's kind of multi-classed. She's got warrior and mage.
She knows which end of the blade is pointy.
That's the other thing about wizards, they can't figure it out. Boy just goes, I know how to use a sword. Ah! Now this is a boat. We cannot take the small boat out to sea.
Silk, you're not going home.
Alright, well, if I want to find somebody who can help me cross the sea, let's go to the tavern.
Can you spot the main character?
Let's see, I can spot some ale, definitely. Some more shield fish, got it. Hey, kitty.
Celica walks in with just a bag and starts dumping all the, like, half-drunken bottles into it. Get it down to
Go up on the
garlic.
ceiling, gonna need that for vampires. Ooh, sausage.
He just fucking parkours up the wall and grabs the garlic from the ceiling.
Gives a fucking thumbs up to the ale casks while doing a backflip through the air. And then fucking grabs the ale and cheese.
Meanwhile, the owners in the back like, yeah, I had to start storing the garlic in the ceiling because people kept stealing it. And you could, like, just barely see in the background Celica's jumping up and grabbing the garlic.
Shrine on a small island up ahead, you know. Its vault holds an otherworldly sword, or so the stories go. Many have died for such stories, though, so consider this fair warning. See, turns out that islet is home to a terrible necro dragon. Eat you in a single bite, it will. What if the fear don't kill you first? Oh, just the thought of it is enough to turn my hair to white.
I want to make my own tinctures, but also you've just stolen, like, everything I own? Lady Celica, why did you do that? 3 mana herbs, if only.
Celica is pouring all of the leftover alcoholic drinks into a single container and is about to get fucking blasted.
Yeah, alright. Track down 3 of those bad boys. Come back. Anyway, hi Saber, you're the important one.
Saber, yes?
Yep. Who are you, girl?
My name is Celica. The people here speak quite highly of your skill with a blade. I'd like to enlist your services as a protector.
Guard duty, huh? You headed somewhere, or is this a local deal?
We seek the Temple of Milla.
That's awfully far. And I suppose you've already heard about our little pirate problem.
It's the reason I seek your aid, in fact. Unless you think a few mere pirates are too much for you to handle?
Oh, that's real cute. Believe me, lass, I ain't worried about a couple sea rats. All I'm worried about is if you can pay. I don't work charity cases. Especially when I'm risking my own neck.
I'm afraid I haven't much money. But I do have this.
A dagger. Well, ain't you fancy?
Will this be sufficient for your services?
You mean will I risk life and limb for a single dagger? Ordinarily, no. But since I like your moxie, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a break. You got a deal. I'll get you to your temple.
Wonderful. You have my thanks, Saber. May, Bowie, did you hear that? He's going to come with us.
This job's got easy money written all over it. What kind of fool hands over treasure like this without batting an eye? She really must be Daddy's spoiled little lass.
What was that?
Nothing. Alright, so we've got Saber in the party, so, future me, guess you gotta talk about Saber now. So, the hired muscle for the party is maybe not as attack-focused as you might assume he is. You know, Saber is a mercenary, and I would think, hey, default guy has to have high attack power, right? Not really, no. So far, our mages are pretty much the best source of damage. Saber, on the other hand, makes a pretty good tank. He's got excellent HP, defense, and, maybe unusual for a defensive character, some pretty good speed to back it up, whereas his attack power and skill are so-so. They're not terrible, but they're not great. Saber here exists to tank basically anything that's not magic. I mean, look, his starting resistance is okay. That's just going to be his resistance for the near future. But nonetheless, we have a whole lot of characters who can take magic hits, so that doesn't really need to be his concern. Saber's concern is being placed at the front lines, and then just taking all of the hits, and when all of the hits are done being dealt by the enemy, Saber will be alive after them, and then he's going to stab people. And then the mages who are behind him and protected by him are going to fling spells. And then there aren't going to be enemies anymore. That's more or less the basic strategy. As a side note, Saber does actually have a few ways of making up for some shortcomings, and also just general survivability. First off, the golden dagger that Celica gave him is not necessarily a thing he has to keep. You can just give that to someone else, but like, why would you? Look, if you don't want to keep it on him for sentimentality, just know that the golden dagger will give him skills that will actually help his survivability a little. They might help a little more with extra attack power, but, well, you can't have everything. And then, of course, there's also the fact that, like, the mercenary line is just real good. It's just real solid, and its promotions are going to whip ass. But, of course, for the time being. But until that happens, keep Saber in his lane and out of the way of fireballs, and he can pretty much just soak up whatever damage he wants. Maybe not all of it. I might be overselling that a little bit, but he survives well. That's his thing. Anyway, despite the fact that we've heard stories about Saber being so cool and good with a sword, he is only level 1, much like we all were.
Honey, that was the wrong Saber. That was the Fate Stay Night Saber. You gotta go back and do the right Saber.
Lady Priestess, you've returned.
I have. And this gentleman, Saber, has agreed to aid us. Now may we ask you to set sail?
Well then, I'd be honored to do my part, milady. Come aboard. We'll depart as soon as you're ready.
What's wrong, Celica? Feeling blue?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just that the last time I was on a ship was when I came to the island.
Hey, that's right. Bowie and I used to take little trips every now and again, but never with you. Shame we never got to travel as a group. Would have been way more fun.
Are you completely daft, May? Celica came here in hiding, remember? She can't just announce herself by hopping aboard a pleasure cruise.
I know that much, Bowie. Of course I do. I'm just saying I'm happy we're getting the chance now. Isn't that right, Celica?
Please stop talking before you dig a grave so deep we all go tumbling in.
It's fine, Bowie, really. And I'm happy to be traveling with you as well, May. Though I'm also anxious. What could have happened to Milla? Will we even make it to the temple to find out? And... I'm sorry. Best I keep this one to myself.
What? Oh, that's just mean.
Where are you right now? And what are you doing? Are you still living in that village with Grandpapa? No. I can tell. You've left your home behind, haven't you? I want to see you so badly. There's so much I need to ask. Perhaps Milla will cause our paths to cross on this journey.
My Lord Duma, the sight tears at my heart, but you needn't endure it much longer. I've had report that the girl has left the island. I will deliver her to you without fail. She of the fated children, bearer of the brand.
Alright, thanks for the update, Richard Epcar. See you later. Alright, so, time for Skirmishes. So, it's the boat chapter that a lot of strategy RPGs like to do.
Yar! Not a step further, ye scurvy dogs! Pirates! These waters belong to Barth the Pirate King, as you're surely aware. That means you needs pay a toll. All your goods and women'll do nicely.
An interesting offer, but I fear we must nevertheless decline. The sea belongs to no one man. She's a gift to every citizen of Sofia.
Yar. Who be the mouthy wench?
Enough with the chit-chat. Reason and logic are wasted on sea dogs like him. Let's just get to business already. That's what you hired me for, ain't it?
Fair enough. Let's go, everyone.
Yar, let's say for the sake of ye argument.
So yes, it's the boat chapter that's just standard in all strategy RPGs ever. So, still got a small party, so this will take a bit. So, in the meantime, let's go over voice actors, because we got a bunch of them, and I didn't go over them last time. Oh, except we also have a conversation. God, we got 2 conversations, huh?
It's almost like you did the same fight 5 times.
Yeah, weird.
Hey, Celica! How's Trix?
Hello, May. I'm managing well enough, I imagine.
Great! Oh, but if you do want to start slacking, you just leave things to me.
You're always so full of energy, May.
Yep, that's pretty much my one selling point. Well, that and zapping fools. Now get ready, because I'm gonna help the heck out of you today.
Ready anytime.
Well, look who the wyvern dragged in.
Hey, May. How you holding up?
Nah, you know me. Can't complain. It's all just so weird, you know? I mean, we studied magic and all, but... well, I guess I never really expected to be zapping folks for real, is all.
Sure, but we always knew it was a possibility. The whole reason we trained was in case anyone learned the truth about Celica.
Yeah, I know, but still. There's a difference between feeling prepared for something and doing it.
Is there? I seem to be doing all right. Sounds like this is a personal problem.
Come on, seriously? This isn't a shock to your system at all?
I told you before, I knew what I was getting into. I've been ready.
Wow, you almost sounded like an adult just now, Bowie.
Ha ha. Age has nothing to do with it.
I'm just waiting for him to just, like, throw a bandit into the ocean, screaming the whole time. Anyways, voice actors.
Alright, so yes, first off, of course, the main character of this route, Celica, is voiced by Erica Lindbeck. So, got a fair few voices. Apparently Emma Skye from Ace Attorney, when those started getting voices. Barbie a whole bunch. Roll from Mega Man 11. We're just gonna be getting some Mega Man voice actors, I guess. Chilai from Dragon Ball. Jesse from the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh, and because I, as one of the only 3 people in the world to play this game, am bloodbound to mention, Regret from Daemon X Machina. She's Futaba from basically every appearance in Persona 5. Ashley in WarioWare.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I better pull my weight too.
And, blessing and a curse here, she's the voice of, or the more recent voice of, Blaze the Cat. And Elmo Chow.
I can see what the enemy is planning.
Oh, we got Invoke, that's gonna be fun. Can't wait to get to that. Oh, and of course, how could I possibly forget to mention, she's also the voice of Ritsuko from Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Honey, we do not talk about the Netflix stuff on this channel. I was gonna say, we're gonna mention her most famous role as a woman openly thirsting for Dimitri after he lost his eye on Twitter.
So anyway, May is voiced by Charami Lei. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I should mention, both voice actresses I've mentioned so far, pretty prolific. Do not recognize like half the roles they're in. But anyway, I think one of the earlier ones I recognized her from, though, is Alicia Hughes from Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, which means she has to play a child character, but has a lot of heavy lifting because having read Full Metal Alchemist, there are some lines. There are some lines that will kill me.
Yep.
Just 3 pages in a row.
I think she was a bully in Beastars.
Also, in a more positive voice role from a manga I recently read that I really liked, Cheadle Yorkshire from Hunter x Hunter. And since you're not familiar with that one, his hands are large and open, and he's laughing.
Oh.
the furry gal from that edit. She was also Tomei Kurata from Mob Psycho 100, who I believe was the lazy gal from the club.
That was marvelous.
The club she established just to fuck about. I don't think we watched the English dub of that, so we wouldn't have heard her. We watched the subs. Though now I am curious.
I kind of wish we did watch the dubs at the time because we didn't know that Reagan's VA was a piece of shit yet.
And now it's ruined. Anyway, also A2 from Nier Automata, apparently.
Oh, yeah!
She's got range.
I think that's who I was trying to remember this whole time. Do you want to talk about these ghost guys real quick?
Yeah, this is Invoke. Invoke is a very broken spell that summons ghosts. I'll have talked about this in Jenny's actual thing, but it's extremely powerful, but also doesn't do much for EXP. In fact, they'll probably steal a bunch of kills, but also, God, I had to show it off because it's cool.
Also, this is the Fire Emblem with built-in grinding, so not enough EXP, just go fight some more battles.
Anyway, Cherami also plays Sailor Venus a whole lot. She played Ulala in Space Channel 5 VR because I guess Apollo Smile has just vanished from the face of the Earth, so they had to find someone.
I think she's just retired. I don't think she's, missing. But I don't think she wants anything to do with showbiz anymore. Yeah, she's not
which is fair, but also I don't know how to feel about that. I've not seen the VR game, but
yeah, she's not like Kamen Rider ZO's actor who just went to Indonesia and vanished.
She also plays Roddy Tops from Shantae, Noi from Doro Hedoro, which is that one buff lady that everybody thirsts over. I'm mostly just mentioning this because I'll probably add that to my reading list after I'm done with Golden Kamuy. And of course, then we have the Persona 5 voice role. She's Makoto Nijima.
Well, that's 2 down. We've still got 3 more voice actors to go over.
Thankfully, this is a very long chapter, and I don't think I invoked this time because I did want a little more EXP. Anyway, though, yeah, as mentioned in the cutscene. Chris Hackney, oddly enough, doesn't have as many voice roles as the other 2 so far, but I feel like I recognize a few more of them.
I'm ready for anything.
He's actually a bunch of voices in Hunter x Hunter, but mostly I just remember Illumi Zodic, Killua's garbage brother who sucks. Gohan specifically in Dragon Ball Super.
I need to clarify.
I guess I did do invoke
regarding Gohan and Super. That's the Malaysian English dub.
Okay, gotcha.
He's still Kyle Hebert in the American English dub.
That's why that voice credit was weird to me. I was like, what's that?
Yeah, no, what's super weird is when you look at Spike Spencer's behind the voice actor's page, and he's listed as the voice of Majin Buu. And you're just like, no, he's not. But he is in Malaysia.
He's Otto and Blastman in Mega Man 11. I'm just gonna go over a whole bunch of voice actors in that game before I even play it. Also, if you're wondering, the reason I forgot I did use Invoke here, for reasons I don't remember, had to do a second take of this, and I don't think I invoked in this battle the first time. Also just gonna attack through the boat, sure. Anyway, Chris is also Ray from Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise, Gyatcho from Golden Wind, Unfortunately, while he was some of the voices in SMT Nocturne Remaster, he was only the Black Rider and Trumpeter. He did not get the Biker.
Oh god, I think that was Patrick Seitz.
Oh, yep.
Was the... Give me that... I can't do his fucking Macho Man Randy Savage impression, but just give me that fucking fedora right the fuck now!
It's extremely good. Oh yeah, I should also mention that some of the voice actors have like doubled up or not even necessarily doubled up, but have taken more than one Fire Emblem character, especially because of Fire Emblem Heroes, but they're usually pretty consistent about being used in Heroes and the actual games. Celica's voice, Erica Lindbeck, was also Myr from Fire Emblem Sacred Stones, but in Heroes specifically, of course. Jarami actually got a bunch of characters. She's also Seda, Gwendolyn, Cecilia, and Rhea. And then, of course, Chris Hackney is also Dimitri, so major character. He also voices Quan in Fire Emblem Heroes, so if ever we do get that Genealogy of the Holy War remake, expect to hear Chris Hackney there, most likely.
You can only hope.
Ready to move out.
And lastly, we've got Saber, who is voiced by...
We're not talking about Jenny's VA?
Oh, right, sorry. Thought I'd talked about the entire original crew. Okay, so, Jenny is voiced by Eden Regal. I don't recognize as many of these roles, but one of the only Tails voices I recognize of the lot, she's Estelle from Vesperia, she's Luna from Lunar Silver Star Harmony.
The version that Jenner doesn't like.
Yep. She did a couple of other Fire Emblem voices, Jesus. Fire Emblem voices, Sumia and Na from Awakening, amongst other things.
She was also... Did she voice both Devila and Popola in Nier?
Yes.
Okay. I couldn't remember if they shared a VA or if they just had, like, similar voices.
Yeah, they share the VA. Let's see what else. God, she's actually got a bunch of Fire Emblem in general, including a minor character in Three House. She was Fleisch, or however you pronounce that. She's also May from Guilty Gear Strive, so when you get murdered by a dolphin, that's who did that. Yeah, she's got a couple different Persona and SMT voices. Including Marie from the Persona 4 remakes, who I don't think people like, but also I don't care what people say usually. Half the time people are wrong, so I don't know what to think one way or the other about that character, because I've not seen her. But anyway, yeah, so...
Now for Saber.
Sorry for almost skipping a character. Saber's Keith Silverstein.
I'll try my best.
I'll leave his best voice credit for last, but amongst other things, he's Adele from Trauma Center 2, which unfortunately is just voice clips, not the full voice acting, so Keith Silverstein will not tell you fully what the healing touch can also be used for.
We were fucking robbed.
Apparently, I think he's played Lupin a whole bunch. He was a Char once in Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin. He's Dr. Wily in Mega Man 11. Again, very Mega Man heavy voice cast today. He's the voice of Simon Belmont in Smash Ultimate, and also Castlevania Judgment, which, you know, we don't talk about Castlevania Judgment, but also the consistency on that is staggering. He's also Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter. If you don't know who that is, that's the clown Bishonen.
Oh, that bitch.
The clown who does a murder sometimes. Yeah, that bitch.
That was an easy one.
Once again, bloodbound to mention this. He played Gargantua from Daemon X Machina. He's, I think, the current voice for Vector the Crocodile, and has, I think, actually been the voice for Vector for a while. He's one of the long-standing voice actors. And of course, Persona 5-wise, he was Masayoshi Shido, one of the major antagonists to that game. But of course, the most important voice, he is Ario Speedwagon from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I was trying to, guess which role you decided had to be mentioned last. I should have known.
I forget if he was both the voice for young Speedwagon and old Speedwagon. Okay.
Yeah, he did both.
Because they did change it up for Joseph. But yeah, guess it matters less for Speedwagon.
Yeah. I can read people like a book. And this guy's full of stories I don't want to read. Thank you kindly. God, they fucking butchered that accent. He does a much better job with it.
Alright, so unfortunately my ghost soldiers have kind of barred the way a bit, making this a bit more complicated, so hopefully Jenny can at least soften this man up. There we go. Now it's safer to just get up in his face and attack him. So yeah, Invoke does have its downsides sometimes. If you need a whole lot of meat shields, or ghost shields, ectoplasm shields? Whatever they are, you can just spawn a whole lot of units. They're fairly strong, but yeah, they can steal your kills if you're not careful, and also, yeah, sometimes they do just block your way.
A win's a win.
They do not stay around the caster, they will just scatter and aim for enemies.
Look there! Do you see that small island to the east? That's where Barth Keep stands. He's the pirate king of these waters. Unfortunately, this current means we'll have to sail right past it. It'll be trouble if we're seen, so let's unfurl the sails and be quick about it.
Hold a moment. If we were to deal with this Barth, would this stretch of ocean be safer?
Well, yes, undoubtedly. But no sane person picks a fight with a pirate king.
Whoa there, lass. I signed up for a nice, easy escort job, not to storm some pirate hold.
I see. Very well then. I shall lead the charge myself. You need only worry about keeping me safe.
Now just a...
The people of that island are suffering under the tyranny of those pirates. I can't stand by knowing starving innocents are being routinely plundered.
Oh, for the love of... Look, I ain't sure why I have to remind you of this, but you're on a mission. And you can't finish it if you keep poking your nose where it don't belong.
I have no intention of wasting time on idle philanthropy, Saber. But there are no guarantees I'll ever return from this journey. I would at least like to ensure peace to those who have been so kind to me. Is that so unreasonable?
Oh. Fine. It's your neck. Go ahead and risk it on whatever fool thing you like.
Thank you, Saber.
That was an insult. Don't thank me for insulting you.
Next time we'll take that insult on the chin and fight a pirate king. As you do.